Somebody dissed Barney on me. And I hope this front camera, I don't look too faded or anything or whatever, because I'm in awkward lighting and whatnot because of things and things. But you don't diss Barney on me. I have a connection to him. I'm not saying the newer stuff is great. It isn't. It really isn't. But you don't diss Barney. Nuh-uh. You can say certain aspects of certain episodes or whatever aren't great, but no. Barney began, actually, with Barney and the Backyard Gang. You check out all those episodes, there's like 8 of them on YouTube. And I was there for that. Yes, I was. You can bet it. The Backyard Gang was awesome. The first season was pretty good, but I do have a little problem with it, but that's the actual season because I swear they had 2 directors. Nope, not that much, but because it really, in some of the seasons, there were 2 different directors directing that. You can't diss Barney though, because Barney is awesome. The dinosaur is awesome, even if some of the episodes were a little screwy. And yeah. Barney and the Backyard Gang, the first episode that we actually got was, what is it called? It was the one where Michael and Amy's dad, I forgot the name of that particular episode. Oh, the Backyard Show. That's what it was. Barney and the Backyard Gang and the Backyard Show. It was their dad's birthday, Michael and Amy's dad's birthday, and they worked to put on a show for him. It's really for me to see to fully comprehend. And there's been a few movies and a few specials. Yeah, they do kind of lack a little charm. I'll be honest, the specials in the movies are missing a little something. I don't know what. I don't care what either. But you ain't dissing Barney on my watch. No way. No, just none. The second one was 3 Wishes. And they go to a playground and a few other places. I'm not spoiling everything because I know a lot of you haven't seen it, even though the show is back from the 80s. From back in the 80s. But I know some of you probably want to see it and haven't, so I'm not going to tell you too much. And if I tell you too much about this one, it'll spoil things. It will. The other ones it won't really, if I tell you, but it's pretty straightforward. But they're good nonetheless. The third episode is, a lot of people don't understand this episode. What it is it's Day at the Beach, and it's what's called the flashback episode. It was really coming to these, though the setup here was kind of shaky, but I knew what it was. It's exactly what it was. It's a flashback episode. Then this third is, yeah. And Day at the Beach is exactly what it sounds like, a day at the beach. But in a Barney way. You'll see it. You'll see it. 4 was Waiting for Santa. And then I don't remember the order up to that. But there was the camping one, the school one, the concert. And then Rock with Barney. And then we come to Barney and Friends. No, it's pretty good. The first season. Though I just thought Bugs' episode was weird. It was just weird. It was just really weird. There's nothing else to it, but just, I don't understand it. The way they set it up and stuff. No, I didn't. And the other episode, and this is the episode that really bugs me. My family's just right for me. I can handle, to a degree, Amy missing. That's a character, she's probably Michael's twin, based on the episodes. Mostly based on Santa, but based on how Barney introduced Michael and Amy versus how he introduced Amy and Lucy. Is how, I determined they're probably twins. Yeah, it is. Now back topic. My family situation, here's why it bugged me. Is I understand that they wanted to focus on little Kathy being an only child living with her mom and grandma. That's fine. But would it have killed them to take 2 minutes, tops, 30 seconds could have barely done it, just to say, hey, Amy's enjoying her dance school, she's away at dance school, or unfortunately she's passed on. Becky, I'll explain something in a minute. Or like she's in the hospital or something. 6-year-old me needed that explanation. I now know things about Becky Swank, but 6-year-old me had no clue. Becky Swank is the actress who played the character Amy. And while I can now understand why things happened, 6-year-old me ain't happy. I would have been about 6. I had to do a little head math there. Yeah, I would have been about 6. Right? Oh, hang on. I would have been 7. I don't know, I would have been 6 or 7, somewhere on there. I need to get those answers. I don't know if I would have been 6 or 7. I would have to do too much math for my brain, especially right now. What time is it even? I don't know. I have a puppet dog staring at me. That's why I kind of was wondering something. But yeah, okay. So yeah. I know Becky Swank had gotten sick and stuff, but 6-year-old me didn't know anything. And we didn't have the internet back then. There was maybe some places that did, but we really didn't, especially in the homes. No one had it in the homes back in the early 90s. No one. No. And 6-year-old me had no clue. No clue. Which is why this episode bugs me. And they could have just told us, any one of those things to say, what happened to the character Amy? We can easily assume that, like, Jason, because Jason was one of the characters in the first half of it before Derek came along, he moved away, and then later Adam moved away. No big deal. They're friends. But because Amy was related to Michael, you need to explain. And that's why Family Tree for me kind of gets on my nerves. It's a good series and season and stuff, but yeah. And as you see, really, I don't really know much beyond that. Because I grew up. I didn't really watch next season just because it was getting too old for it and stuff. It wasn't that Barney wasn't good. Barney was good. Just, I lost interest because you lose interest in things that you liked when you were as you grow. It happens. I watched the Turtles in the 80s and looking back, what was preschool Amanda thinking? Or Amanda, I should say. But yeah, I don't know what my preschool brain was thinking. Bad. It's not horrible, but it's not what the real man I remember something. But yeah, we're talking about Barney. Just the Barney, but season 1 wasn't bad, there is one episode that really climbs under my skin. I need an explanation. In canon of the show. It just doesn't make sense to not include that when the characters are related. And it was very clear in that episode because that there were 2 directors, and here's why I'm feeling that there were 2 directors during that episode. Trust me, this doesn't look like anything. This is my sister's hands. So yeah, there are 2. And see, what I had seen is, because it seemed like they kind of wanted to. I don't know if there was extra directors, but it certainly feels like there were. It felt like, though, during the sister song, they kind of wanted to address it, but at the same time, not really. And just certain things made me think that, in part, things with Michael. But the big thing that made me feel like there were 2 directors of that one was during Tina and Lucy's sister song. Because when the camera pans up, you can see Michael kind of whispering to Barney and stuff. His real name, the actor that plays him is Brian something or another. You'll have to look that up. You really don't know. All I can know about Becky Swank's name is because I had to find out as an adult what the fudge was the deal. Well, and I will tell you in a minute what the fudge the deal was with that. What Becky Swank was. But yeah, let me finish addressing this. And it just kind of felt like, they kind of working on him because Michael still said himself, but then they didn't. And they could have easily touched on it even earlier in the show before Barney came to life. Or while he's alive, when they were doing the plane song. Yeah. They really cut off. Just give us an answer. Now let me explain Becky Swank. See, what happened with Becky Swank was she had gotten a brain tumor. She was alive, but she didn't go back to acting after recovery and stuff. But, yeah, she had got a brain tumor, possibly cancer. We weren't given a whole lot of details. And so she had to quit acting. And that's fine. Seriously, only would have been another wrestler, except for a different actress as Amy. Whatever, but I need closure. I need a closure. And I don't get it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, but don't be dissing Barney himself. Barney's cool. Barney the dinosaur is cool. Even if some of the more recent seasons aren't so cool. Or there's a couple questions in earlier seasons. The dinosaur is awesome sauce. I would say 5,000.